Welcome to the Run Strong Run podcast, where I amplify inspiring voices from the back of the pack and loudly proclaim all runners count. Without further ado, here's this week's inspiring runner. Hello and welcome to the Run Strong Run podcast. I'm your host, Stephanie Dunlap, and I'm so excited to have you here with me today. On this episode, I'm sharing a behind-the-scenes look at my biggest year yet as a runner and pacer, 2024. With 14 full marathons, 23 races total, and some unforgettable lessons along the way, this year was one for the books. If you've ever wondered how someone juggles family, travel, and training while crushing big goals, you're in the right place. I'll be breaking down my highlights, challenges, and the tools that kept me going through this epic marathon journey. So let's dive in. Let's start with some numbers because honestly, 2024 was wild. I completed 23 races total, including 14 full marathons, one 20-miler, 6 half marathons, and a 5K. And a 15K. Out of those 14 marathons, I had the honor of pacing 10 of them with my on-pace race family. Shout out to the amazing team that's been my running crew since 2022. And of course, I wasn't just pacing this year. I raced 3 marathons for myself, including one that meant the most to me, breaking the 5-hour barrier. That moment was a culmination of years of hard work, patience, and belief in myself. Oh, and I can't forget a huge milestone. I launched this very podcast. Through it, I've shared stories from inspiring runners and connected with all of you. What a year. Now, completing 14 marathons in a year doesn't happen without a few bumps in the road. Each mile taught me something, but here are 4 key lessons that stand out. First, planning is everything. Juggling family, travel, and training took some serious organization. My race calendar and training schedule were my lifelines, and having a solid support system made all the difference. 2, listen to your body. I can't stress this enough. Running that many races could have been a recipe for burnout or injury, but I stayed in tune with my body. Recovery days, cross-training, and the right gear helped me stay strong all year long. 3, the power of community. Whether it was my on-pace race family, my cheering squad at home, or my running friends around the world, this year reminded me just how important it is to surround yourself with people who lift you up. 4th, gratitude fuels motivation. Every finish line reminded me to be grateful, not just for the achievement, but for the journey itself. Gratitude kept me grounded and motivated during the toughest moments. Of course, 2024 wasn't without its challenges. I'm talking about travel logistics, mental fatigue, and balancing it all with family life. So let's break it down. First, travel logistics. Flying across the country, managing hotels, and planning meals before races wasn't always smooth sailing, but sticking to my routines like packing my favorite pre-race snacks kept me on track. Second, mental fatigue. Back-to-back marathons were tough mentally. I leaned on mantras, visualization, and the knowledge that each finish line was one step closer to my goals. Third, family balance. And none of this would have been possible without my amazing support system. My parents stepped in to help with my little ones, and my husband cheered me on every step of the way. Having that kind of love and encouragement is priceless. Now, let's talk about the gear that helped me get through this year. And I'm a Brooks running fan through and through. Every marathon I ran in 2024 was powered by their shoes and apparel. If you're looking for reliable running gear, check out my favorites. I've also put together a list of must-have Amazon running finds, from recovery tools to hydration essentials, to help you upgrade your own running journey. Links are in the show notes. Before we wrap up, I have something exciting to share. If you're ready to start running or come back to it after a break, I've created a new course just for you, Interval Running for Beginners, starting smart and strong. This course will help you build a strong foundation with proven run-walk intervals to prevent injury, reduce fatigue, and make running feel achievable. By joining the pre-launch waitlist, you'll get early access to the course, an exclusive discount, and bonus content like printable plans and live coaching opportunities. Head to the show notes to join the waitlist. Let's take that first step together toward your running goals. Now it's your turn. What big wins are you celebrating this year? Whether it's your first 5K, a new PR, or just finding joy in running again, I'd love to hear about it. Share your story with me on social media or in the comments section of this episode. Here's to more miles, more memories, and even bigger goals in 2025. Thank you so much for being a part of my journey. And as always, run strong, run happy, and I'll see you next time on the Run Strong Run podcast. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of the Run Strong Run podcast. You can reach out to me on Instagram at Run Strong Run or through my website at runstrongrun.com. You can support this podcast through a rating, review, or share. Until next time, run strong and run happy.